Hi, I'm Jade Hubner, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Gauteng-based swimmer Christine Roos braved the Atlantic Ocean yesterday when she embarked on a 3-hour swim from Robben Island to Big Bay in efforts to raise funds for the South African Bone Marrow Registry. Peter Ndoro spoke to her.
So why this swim? What inspired this?
So it all started with my relationship with the South African Bone Marrow Registry when in 2019 I decided to become a bone marrow donor, and under the impression that it was going to be this serious medical procedure. I'd psyched myself up and I was like, I'm going to do this for someone, I'm going to change their life. And then when I went to go register, I actually found out that it wasn't like that, and that technology had improved so much. And I said to them, well, people aren't aware of this. People think that, or under the impression that if they're an organ donor, they're a bone marrow donor, or if they donate blood, they're a bone marrow donor, which is actually incorrect. This is a completely different registry that you need to become a part of. So in 2019, I did the 947 for the South African Bone Marrow Registry, but we were one of 20 charities that actually are represented at the race. So I started thinking about something that would make more of an impact. So, the normal person probably wouldn't ever imagine themselves swimming from Robben Island to Blouberg. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity for me to do something like this. That people would be like, look at this woman, look what she's doing. She's crazy, she's lost her marbles kind of thing, but let me see why she's doing it. Maybe they'll take the extra 5 or 10 minutes to actually read up about it and see how simple it is and how important actually it is to become part of the registry.
How did you first find out about the registry?
It was just, I try and do something every year that can make a difference in someone else's life. The over and above my everyday good deed kind of thing. And I'd always wanted to donate bone marrow, so I waited until I was 27 at the time. And it was just something that I'd always wanted to do. When someone is, struggling with a blood disease or leukemia or any kind of cancer, then they will reach out, or you first check within your family for a match, which is only sometimes a 30% match, and then otherwise they rely on the registry. So obviously you've got to keep your details up to date, and then the registry will reach out to you, and you still have an option to say yes or no. You're not obligated to donate. So they'll reach out to you and say, look, this is what's happening. Then you'll say yes or no. Then 5 days prior to the donation, you'll take an injection every day for 5 days, which obviously it boosts the white blood cells, platelets, and stem cells within your blood. Then you'll go in, it's basically the same as doing a platelets transfusion. You'll have a drip in one arm, they'll withdraw the blood, separate your platelets and your white blood cells from one another, and then they actually put your red blood cells back in your body. So you don't even have, how many people faint after donating blood? You don't even have something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's something so simple, and it's you giving someone a second chance at life. And, for me, there's so much power in being able to do something like that for someone else,
All right, let's talk about the swim now. And I just wonder how much training you've had to do for this?
I've been preparing for the race for about 4 months. Swimming obviously in my gym pool, trying to get as many, that takes a long time to get to 4Ks in a 25-meter pool. Otherwise, I swim in and around the dams in Gauteng. I obviously am not lucky enough to live by the sea and train in the sea, which I would have preferred probably. But a homestead, the cradle, dams in and around Benoni, Gauteng area, the Vaal. So just trying to get as many open water swims as I possibly could.
Goodness, that sounds so
Swim with the
exciting.
sharks.
But you know what, we are inspired to hear your story, and also let's hope that people get to hear about this registry, because so few people are registered, and I suspect it's because they just don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. People aren't educated about it, and it's not out there enough, and that's purely my purpose as to why I'm doing this.
We had an opportunity to visit the South African Bone Marrow Registry to experience firsthand the work that they do. Dinaya Muligwe took us through it.
For a donor to register on our website, They have to be below 45 years of age, and they generally have to be healthy. We have a list of exclusion criteria on our website, but basically if you are healthy and you are below the age of 45, you probably stand a chance. The process is pretty simple. Because of COVID, we have tried to limit it to online so that we limit interaction between people. So basically it's simply going onto our website, www.sabmr.co.za. You click on join the registry. You'll fill in an online application. Once you have passed the online application, we will then send you a kit to your home that you can do the swabs from your home. So basically the registration process is not painful at all. If you do not want to do the swab by yourself at home, we can send you to one of our facilities. We work with the Intercares, we work with the Vermagen partners, or if you are around Johannesburg or Randburg, you can come to our offices.
And exactly how long does one have to wait after registration to know whether or not they can donate?
Basically, with the COVID again, it has caused a bit of delays, because what we do is that after we have taken your swabs, we send your kit overseas for processing, for typing. So that process is the one that is causing a bit of a delay for now, but it usually takes about 6 to 8 weeks.
Dinaya spoke to us about the challenges faced by the organization because of the pandemic. She also reiterated the call for people to join the registry.
Especially with sustainability, we get our funding mostly through events. So we have not been able to host events because of COVID. So funding has been a great challenge for us. We need as many people as possible. In the registry right now, we have 74,000 people. We need people from all ethnic groups, because there is a greater chance of you getting a donor from a person within your ethnic group. So Africans, Caucasians, Indians, everybody, we just need you to come and register. It is painless, fairly painless, and it's quick, and it doesn't cost you anything. We will cover all the costs that are related to registering.
Every year, over 900,000 people are diagnosed with blood cancers around the world. But the good news is that you can lend a helping hand. As you saw, the registration process is seamless and at absolutely no cost. So take a decision to potentially save a life today.